From the Detroit Free Press, it's Tuesday, September 17th. Here's what's going on today.
For the Detroit Free Press Auto Team, I'm Eric D. Lawrence. UAW workers are getting some help in their national strike against General Motors. The Teamsters say they will honor GM worker picket lines and not deliver GM vehicles to dealers during the strike. Teamsters President Jim Hoffa said the two unions have a history of having each other's back. Despite the news, GM has told dealers that there is enough inventory to meet its sales goals. In addition to its impact on dealers, the strike is expected to have a trickle-down effect on suppliers. One analyst compared the first day of the strike for the most direct suppliers to GM to a snow day. The contract between the UAW and GM expired Saturday night. Job security, pay, the status of temporary workers, and health care are major sticking points.
I'm Eli Newman, reporting for the Detroit Free Press. Detroit Mayor Mike Duggan is submitting a plan to make the city blight-free in 5 years' time. He'll need the support of Detroit City Council and residents to do so. Duggan's proposal calls for a $250 million bond sale to fund thousands of residential demolitions and renovations throughout the city. But Detroit City Council will need to approve a ballot initiative first, before voters decide for themselves during the March 2020 election. Duggan says previous demolitions were paid through millions of dollars in federal hardest-hit funds.
There isn't any more federal money. There's no more state money. If we're going to do this, we're going to have to do this on our own. And the good news is that the city's finances are so strong and our credit rating has improved to the point that we can sell this bond issue with no increase in taxes. All right?
Detroit's demolition program has been subject to federal investigations in recent years. In addition, the Free Press has found problems like improper handling of hazardous materials in some houses and questionable evictions of some residents from homes handled by the Land Bank. Detroit has demolished more than 19,000 homes since 2014. Free Press reporter Kat Stafford also attended the mayor's press conference announcing the bond. Go to freep.com to read more of her report.
Hi, this is Kathleen Gray, the marijuana reporter for the Detroit Free Press. In today's news on the Pot Beat, Ferndale became the latest suburb to embrace marijuana. 2 medical marijuana dispensaries, Gage and Live, opened their doors for business, and both attracted some big crowds checking out the legal weed, edibles, and accessories that fuel the budding business. Ferndale is only the second Oakland County city to allow pot shops in, while at least 839 cities across the state have just said no to marijuana businesses. The state will begin accepting applications for recreational marijuana business licenses on November 1st, and sales could begin before the end of the year.
This is Julie Hines of the Detroit Free Press. This week, the championship hopes of the city of Detroit rest with the Detroit Youth Choir, who will be competing Tuesday night on the season finale of NBC's America's Got Talent. Beginning at 8 p.m., 10 acts that reach the America's Got Talent finals will face off for the grand prize of $1 million. The winner will be announced during Wednesday's 2-hour results show. During their initial on-air audition in late June, the choir impressed America's Got Talent host Terry Crews so much that he sent them straight to the quarterfinals with the golden buzzer option. The choir then sailed through the quarterfinals and semifinals with strong performances that left the judges in awe. So far, the group has interpreted songs like Can't Hold Us by Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, The Champion by Carrie Underwood featuring Ludacris, and last week, High Hopes by Panic at the Disco. We're just guessing, but wouldn't it be cool to either have them sing a Motown classic like Ain't No Mountain High Enough for the finals, or maybe a contemporary anthem from the Hamilton musical like My Shot? For now, the song choice is top secret.
This is Free Press Sports Editor Chris Thomas. The Pac-12 has spoken. Michigan State should have had one more chance to kick the game-tying field goal in Saturday's 10-7 loss to Arizona State, conference officials said Monday. After reviewing the game, the Pac-12 determined an Arizona State player should have been flagged for an illegal leap after running and jumping over the Spartans' offensive line in an attempt to block Matt Coughlin's missed 47-yard field goal attempt. Had officials made the call, a 15-yard penalty would have been assessed, and MSU would have had one last chance to send the game to overtime. Instead, MSU suffered one of the more gut-wrenching defeats of the Mark D'Antonio era. So what's it all mean? Well, nothing, really. MSU's loss still stands. and it's because MSU's offense went cold for 3+ quarters, and D'Antonio mishandled everything from timeouts to substitutions in the final minutes of the game. So place your blame there. D'Antonio remains 1 win shy of setting the program record for wins, and his next chance comes Saturday at Northwestern, where a Big Ten officiating crew is set to call the game. That's good. Maybe the officiating will be better this week. MSU fans hope D'Antonio's coaching is, too.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com. If you're a fan and want to support our quality local journalism, subscribe. Go to freep.com/special offer. See you tomorrow.